you're paying for people's expertise. And if we had the expertise, we wouldn't be seeking this out. I mean, it is well worth the price when you look at the cost of all those things individually. It's a steal, it's a bargain.
Hello, everyone. Faith here. We have the lovely Christina with us today. Christina lost 12 pounds in 12 weeks and is continuing on working towards her goals. Thank you so much for taking the time to tell us about your journey so far with Right to Fitness.
Yeah, my pleasure.
What motivated you to start training with Right to Fitness?
Growing up, I was always the skinny kid in my family. I ate healthy foods. I was involved with sports. I never really had to exercise or do any of that. I just, was the skinny kid. And in college, my weight would fluctuate a little bit, but it really wasn't anything major. As I got older and I got a real job and I settled into a routine and into married life, I gained, 10 pounds. And I used some other methods for keeping the weight off. And, 10 pounds wasn't a lot when I was 22, 23. And so it came off easy, and I never really used exercise to do it. I just would, eat healthier, and it would come right off. And then it wasn't until after I had kids that it really, my body changed, and my weight stuck around, and I didn't have the time to invest in myself. My turning point was this summer, beginning of the summer. My kids wanted to go to the playground and to the public pool. And I just told them no, but it wasn't because I didn't want to go to the playground. It was because I just didn't have the energy to keep up. And I just wasn't comfortable chasing my kids around the playground and going to the public pool where everybody knows my face.
Mm-hmm.
I just felt so uncomfortable that I didn't want to go and be there. And I just decided I didn't want my kids to have to, sacrifice childhood experiences because I was uncomfortable.
Right. Have you previously tried anything else to achieve your goals?
I did. I never really jumped on the fad diet bandwagon for many things. I did Weight Watchers a few times, and I had mild success with that. But again, I could never really get over that, 5 to 7 to 10 pounds. If I needed to lose any more than that, it never worked for me because it just didn't give me the strategies I needed.
Mm-hmm.
And it was pretty restrictive in what you could and couldn't do.
Right.
So it was never super successful, just enough to maintain.
Why do you think that those programs weren't successful for you?
I did Weight Watchers, and I did combine it with a little exercise. I did Zumba, I did yoga before kids, but after kids, nothing fit my body the same way. Nothing
Mm-hmm.
addressed its needs. And I just felt like I needed more guidance because I could lose a little bit and I'd feel good for a while. And then I'd have a month or two where I wouldn't lose a thing. And it's so frustrating when that happens. I didn't see myself getting stronger. I just would lose some weight, probably most of it was water weight. I just didn't know how to get there because I wanted to be not just skinny. I just wanted to be strong. Like when you're young, you just think, oh, I just want to be skinny, and now that I'm getting older, I just want to be strong. It just didn't work because it didn't meet my needs. Nobody was looking at what I specifically needed. I was just a number in the program.
Yep. Yeah. They were trying to fit you into like a cookie cutter
Right.
program. How did you feel before starting your transformation program?
Oh, I was so frustrated. I felt sluggish. I was tired all the time. Um, I was confused as to why I even gained weight, and I didn't understand because I felt busy because I was exhausted all the time. But I was angry with myself for letting me get that way. And so, because I had never experienced these emotions before, I never had like insecurities in
Mm-hmm.
high school or college about myself. I just went about my merry way. And so it was all new for me.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
I just was really, and I was ready. I was fed up. I was ready for a change.
What was your goal when starting out?
My goal was to lose between 25 and 30 pounds and to tone and get stronger. I wanted to like the person I saw when I looked in the mirror. I wanted to recognize that person.
Mm-hmm.
And I wanted to be a good role model for my kids. Like, I didn't want them to miss out on childhood experiences like walking around an amusement park or that kind of stuff,
Mhm.
because I didn't want to do it because I was tired,
Right.
because I'm not strong enough to do it. And I'm not a big person. Like, I don't present as as an overweight person, but I definitely was not a strong person. I didn't have the endurance to do that kind of stuff.
What results have you seen since starting your journey with Right to Fitness?
I'm down about 12 pounds in 12 weeks, and I've been the last month sitting at the same spot, but I'm still losing inches.
Mhm.
My body's changing. I can see it in the mirror. So it's not frustrating because I'm also building muscle, and I can see, my posture's better. I can see my shoulder blade is back. Like, it was just like a lump here, and now I can see I have some definition. I just feel so much better. I'm wearing a smaller shirt than I was before. My boob shrank. Yay! That was so exciting. Like I said, I have more energy. My nutrition's better, and I'm not hungry. I'm not scavenging for food.
Yeah.
Once in a while, I might steal a piece of candy from my kids, but it's not too bad.
Right.
So I've
Yeah.
seen a lot of results. And even though I didn't make it to my weight goal,
Mhm.
that's not what's important. I mean,
Right.
that's just it. It's just one of many goals.
Mhm.
So if I lose in this whole entire process 15 pounds, but I feel confident and I feel strong, then I'm happy. I've achieved my goal.
Absolutely. Yep. You hit it nail on the head. How do you feel now, and how has your life changed since starting our program?
Oh, I have so much more energy. I have a pretty high energy job as an elementary music teacher. I mean, you have to model everything. And so if they're marching around the room for 10 minutes, then you're marching around the room for 10 minutes. And so I'm not exhausted. I have the energy to keep up with those kids. I
Mhm.
have the energy for my family when I come home. One of the things that I've noticed that I didn't think about was I have confidence in a room of people now. I mean, I was always kind of an introvert, but I'm I guess a reserved extrovert, I guess, because
Yeah.
I wait and then I put myself out there, but I'm not afraid to. I don't think anybody's looking at me or anything like that anymore. That self-confidence was a great unintended side effect of the program. I also really liked the idea that I'm going to the gym and I'm working on myself. I get some me time. I'm doing something for me, because you get this idea that moms should be selfless and everything's for your family and everything's for your kids, and then you give everything to your job and then there's nothing left for you. But if you're not healthy, you can't take care of those people. So that's been a great part of a life change.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
I see that every day.
What aspects of our coaching have you most enjoyed?
I love that you're available whenever I need you.
Mhm.
I can message you and you shoot me back a message as soon as you possibly can. And I like that you never pass judgment. Like, if I say, hey, I didn't track today. I had a day this weekend where I needed a break. I needed a mental break
Mhm.
from everything, even tracking. And I just didn't take pictures. I made good choices, but um and you said, hey, that's okay. We all need a day. And I felt like, you push me to make better decisions. And but you never pass any judgment. If it's not something that'll work for me and I say, hey, I'm not sure this is the way I want to go, you tailor my program to exactly what I need. And that's something you can't get from a program like, a box cookie cutter program. You
Mhm.
can't.
Yep. Absolutely. What would you tell anyone who is thinking about working with us at Right to Fitness?
Oh my goodness. I would say do it. Take the plunge. I mean, I think the biggest hindrance is the idea that it costs money, but you're paying for people's expertise.
Mhm.
And if we had the expertise, we wouldn't be seeking this out. I mean, it is well worth the price when you look at the cost of all those things individually. It's a steal, it's a bargain.
Mhm.
You get nutrition information, you get a fitness coach, you get a lifestyle coach, you get motivation, you get a learning community. You can ask them and say, hey, what are you doing for breakfast? I don't know what to do for breakfast. And then they might have great ideas. And I mean, it's really nice that you have that. I think you do need to have an open, honest discussion with the people in your life before you go into any of this. Like, you really have to talk about it and make sure it's something that you're going to get support from. Because if you don't have support from the people who live in your house or the people you talk to daily, it's going to make it really hard for you. So, I mean, I would talk first to your spouse or your older children or whoever's going to be affected by this, because it is a ripple in a pond. And so when you're changing your life, it's changing theirs too.
Yeah.
And you have to make sure everybody's on board.
Right.
And then like the emotional investment in the program wasn't something that I even thought about, until you get into it and you think, oh, these are positive changes. This is good. This is good for me. This is good for my family. You can't put a price tag on your health, and you can't put a price tag on your family's daily lifestyle. Like, you need, if you're thinking about the change, just do it.
Thank you so much for joining us today. We are so, so proud of you and all of the hard work that you've put in so far, and that I know you will continue to put in.
Thanks.